Welcome to the Wheel of Fortune. My name is Sherry Van Manuel. I am the reader here, and I'm going to be working with two different decks today. We're going to get a suggestion card from the Astro Codex. I keep saying Astro Codex. It's Star Codes Astro deck. Pocket Oracle, the mini version. But we're going to let them pick the theme, and then we're going to get into a reading. So, just one more time. Now, what is our topic for today? Sensitize. You're being sensitized. I'm getting articulant energy, healing energy, Pisces energy as well. Okay, so what do we have for Pisces today? Dear Pisces, there's a choice you have to make, and you already have a vision on where you want to go and how it's going to all turn out. Here's the choice. See, she's holding her swords. She don't have them up. She doesn't have them down. Her decision's already been made. Okay? So you have your armor on. And it doesn't tell me if you're a male or a female, masculine or feminine energy yet. However, this choice is going to open you up to a more sensitive way of living. This armor is going to come off. And you're going to be more playful. You're going to be more loving. You're going to be more joyful. We have some kind of illumination. When I see this card, I see the boy Christ in Egypt on a horse. I don't know how many people understand that Christ went to Egypt, and while he was in Egypt, he traveled all over the world looking for illumination, looking for enlightenment. But you're fixing to get enlightenment on something, dear Pisces. Because you made this decision, because you walked this path, because you chose to still believe in magic or love, unconditional love, or whatever it is. Okay, you're fixing to be illuminated on something. What is the illumination that is coming in, being brought by the sun? Okay. So you might feel defeated right now because of this choice that you made. All right. You're ready. You're prepared for whatever comes next, right? This Eight of Swords. You feel like you have nowhere to go, but you got one move to make, but you're blind, you're deaf, you're dumb, and you don't really know if you step where you step, if you're going to hit something, if you're going to hit rock bottom, if you're going to die, you don't know. All right? You kind of stuck in the in-between. But this Three of Wands with this vision, you see the blue phoenix and the fish? You're very wise and you're very abundant. And there's judgment coming in. about something you have been contemplating about. This is a man in meditation underneath a fruit tree. 3 of the cups are already filled. He hasn't touched them. 2 are in his hand. The 2 that are in his hands are alchemy. So he's trying to balance something before he even gets into the other cups. Okay? So judgment is coming in to balance out your cups, your fruit, your abundance, and your gifts are probably going to increase during this time. Like I said, sensitivity. Tell me more. Yeah, there's a gift coming in from Spirit at this time. It's slow and steady. You got a couple of gifts coming in. It's going to be slow and steady, and it's going to be leading up to a partnership. Okay? So while judgment and the universe has come in to balance out your abundance and your gifts, which is your wisdom, it's come to give you a present, and one's coming in quicker than the other. The one that's coming in quickest is something material. See how the horse is in trot? And then the other one that's coming in is victory. And it's slow and steady. So what you went through that made you a stronger person didn't kill your passion. And now Christ or Christ consciousness is coming in to illuminate why you had to fight so hard for your abundance and your wisdom and your gifts, because judgment has been called. Your prayers have been answered. And you are about to reach a partnership. You could be a Gemini. This is a Gemini card. Don't have to be. So this is romantic, platonic, business, mentorship, the lovers. So you're coming into union with not just a 2 of cups, which is someone who holds passion for you and sees your path as their own as well, but you're coming into union with a counterpart. And this counterpart operates as a Queen of Cups. And that makes sense because we're reading a Pisces. Okay, so you, Pisces, at least on your feminine side, is a Queen of Cups. Very intuitive, very deep feeling, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Just very deep in general, very deep. And you've been betrayed as well. So you understand the backstory. And this is going to come in very quickly for you. Yeah, Ace of Swords. You're standing up for somebody's truth. And I think you're the knight that's wanting to come towards this person, this lover. Yeah. You're the Queen of Cups that wants to come towards this abundant, wise person that's going through persecution and judgment, because there's something about them that you just love. It's you know it's a great partnership, and you've heard the lies, the betrayal. You understood the story, and you're wanting to step up for this person's truth, and you're wanting to come in very quickly with these things, because yeah, It's like, okay, how do I do this? How do I do this? And he's like, he's watching you. He's watching you try to do your work. And he wants to partnership with your truth. Because it's not just about your work. It's also about your story and your truth. And yeah, and we have obsessions and greed, but the reason that people get obsessive and greedy around you is because you are the gift. You are the gift. If he is, if the Pisces, the Queen of Cups, is the Ace of Swords fighting for truth, then the lover is the one that's been used for the gifts. I don't know who I'm reading here, but I don't want to. You cultivated a skill and you turned it into peace, into happiness of some level. This is a rag to riches story. Okay, so you see how he's just kind of sitting there, waiting, watching, being prepared for something. Well, while you're watching and being prepared or preparing, you're filling up every one of your cups. Every one of them. You're filling them up yourself. And the way you did it, because you had nobody's help, the way you did it is because you walk between two worlds. You don't walk alone. If people don't want to talk to you, if people don't want to give you the time of day, that's okay. I'll go talk to my spirits. I don't need you. That's the truth. Yeah. Illusions. We have a King of Swords out here under institutions, moral corrections. This is organizations, judges, higher learning, higher knowledge. And then you have the Eight of Cups, which is the the lifting of illusions. Okay, so there's a grand elder who is also a King of Swords. And this may be the same king that's watching you. I don't know. But there is a grand elder, keeper of illusions, King of Swords, that has taken notice of this high priestess. Tell me more. There's some squabbling and some fighting over this high priestess and this Queen of Swords. Squabbling, fighting, and defeat. Queen of Swords, left untouched. She's like, go ahead, try me. You may be feeling defeated, Pisces, at this time, but hold your ground. That's what that Five of Wands is about. Holding your ground. Two of Wands. Atlas holding up the world. What is this Shadow King and this Grand Master? Transformation. More illumination. somebody up in the up places fighting over this high priestess that is attached to this Pisces. I say he's high up, and he might be working with an associate. I'm not so sure if these two people are the same people or if they're different people. But the Hierophant would be your elder, and the King of Swords is either the same, but this is what he presents, or this is somebody else he's working with. And I get there's somebody else he's working with. They want to come in and they want to lift some kind of illusion, but there's fighting going on about it, on whether they should tell you the truth or not. And it has to do with the fact you're powerful. They don't know if it'd be a good idea. They don't know if this transformation would be a good idea. Pay attention to your subconscious mind at this time. There's a lot of subconscious messages coming through about this situation that's developing, and it is developing because there hasn't been a decision made. Yeah, swaying back and forth. There hasn't been a decision made about this, on what this illusion is and what these elders want to tell you. But it's almost like they want to tell you something so that they can bring you into the community. And this is something I think that you've been calling towards you. Nine of Pentacles is abundance. You're very abundant. You're very attractive. You're the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords. You would be very attractive. So this is a two-part message. Somebody here is attached to a Pisces, and I'm either reading a Pisces or I'm reading a High Priestess. But either way, whatever's going on behind the scenes right now, because of all of the trauma, past experiences, story that you have, they want to come in and they want to lift the illusions for you. But there's some fighting over whether or not they should do that, because your transformation, there's something about your transformation that's got them shook. Like, it's got them shook. You're so abundant, okay? So pay attention to your subconscious, because I think you'll be getting more messages about this. But they're swaying back and forth, like I said, on whether or not to bring you into a community. Tell me more. They're just giving me more of your backstory now, how you had to alchemize and go through transition after transition in faith to even get to this point. And now you're being blocked again. Okay, we're going to clear all this out because you're getting in my way. What's the block? What do we need to clear out? The block is stopping someone, a romantic person in nature, from coming towards a legacy. You've got people fighting for you all over the place because you're such a hard worker. You do your work in silence. You pay attention, painful, stalking attention to your work. You are a light and a beacon for others. You see the lamp and the moon? You're like a walking reflection for people. And you're a legacy. Like, this runs in your bloodline. But the block is stopping a messenger of love and light from coming in. Come here, card. Dark Queen. Passionate Queen. Temperance. The Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, my Queen of Wands in this deck is my Dark Queen. This is a female energy entity pulling on passions. Envious in nature and a dark empath. Not always bad, but if you cross her and it benefits her, she will block you. She will try to stop you. So, at all costs, and that's what's going on. You're being blocked from your ultimate wish fulfillment at this point in time, but you're an alchemist. You're very good at transmuting pain into power. Wheel of Fortune. Karma, the wheel is turning in the Empress's favor. So, whether you are the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Pisces, or whether you are the Pisces attached to the High Priestess or the Empress, okay? Either way, take this reading where it resonates, and hopefully this message reached whoever it needed to reach. But it looks like the Empress is manifesting a brand new life with somebody she loves and trusts and can work with, and that'll bring her back old memories of happiness, joy, fill all her cups, and let her shine. She's looking for the Emperor. Thank you for visiting the Wheel of Fortune, and you have a wonderful day.